So I wanted to ask because I think one of the themes that's in your work is when something is occurring for the child and it's triggering something in us that we need to look at ourselves rather than looking at the child. Why is that we need to continue to look at ourselves?
Well, I think all of life is an invitation to look within, all of life. And because we have not been trained to understand that life is a journey of constant inward movement, inward journeying, inward, exploration, we get fooled to think that the outside is doing something that needs to be fixed or controlled. Now, sometimes the outside needs to be fixed or controlled. So if your house is, the roof is leaking, you do need to fix and control it. If, your child is failing in class, you do need to step in and support them. But the first step should be your internal exploration. Am I coming at this untriggered? Not in a state of anxiety or lack? Am I coming at this with equanimity? And then I act. So with children, because children are so close to us that the distance, the detachment that we normally would have to create equanimity evaporates, right? With children, we have no equanimity because they are ours. And with that possession, the ego, the anxiety-based ego roars loudly. So children by nature are designed first to induce that deep sense of possessiveness within us, to create blindness within us because we so care, and that caring inimitably creates this sense of blindness, right? We can't see it. It's too hard to see. And then the third thing is that they are naturally very, chaotic, annoying, forgetful. They're built to dismantle any illusion of order or organization. They are brilliant creatures to crumble the so-called, I am self. I am the parent. I am in charge. I am in control. You will be my mirror image. They are designed to disintegrate that. And for me, that is the most exciting thing about children. But for everyone else, it's a burden. We want to fix it. And I'm teaching parents, no, you don't fix it before you first do the inner journeying. Because if you just fix it and control, you've lost the point of this. The point is that they're here to show you how you need to grow up and where you are lacking in lack and how you need to grow in abundance. We're missing this, right? So my books are telling you, hey, don't miss this great big discovery. Like, what are you doing trying to control your kid before you look at yourself? You're missing it. So that's the big discovery that I want to share with people.
Mm-hmm. And it makes so much sense because so many times when I look inward, I realize, oh, I don't actually need to fix that problem.
Yeah,
that's
there
okay.
is no problem.
Yeah. How do we know if we know ourselves?
You
I know. I mean, I don't think my opinion is, I don't think I'll ever know myself. So what do I do or what do people do to really get to know themselves?
You're right. We will never know ourselves because the knowing is not intellectual. So it's not like knowing what I'm going to say next, knowing what I'm going to feel next. We're not trying to control the knowing. Knowing the self is being inside oneself. It's the process of meditation where when you meditate enough, you know what I'm talking about, where you're just in yourself and the boundary is so clear and you're feeding yourself. You know yourself when you are able to feed yourself, when you're not entering lack, when you've worked on yourself so much that those lack-based belief systems get cut. They come, but the shears are right there, chopping. You can see your inner terrain in the moment, and then you are able to then see the other person behind, versus the inner terrain is not being seen by you. It's totally overwhelming you. It's hijacked the situation. And then the most amazing thing about people who are unconscious, they think they're seeing their child, right? Like, I know, whoa, I cannot even see my kid because I have so much stuff right now in the middle. I'm totally faking seeing my kid right now. I'm not seeing her. But the unconscious ones, they're hijacked and they're like, oh, I see you. No, you don't see them. So it's a process of years of discipline and sitting with yourself, being in contemplation, being quiet, being still. You have to do the work, like it's how do you have a, stunning biceps and a gorgeous six pack and shoulders if you don't spend hours in the gym, right? That girl or that guy who we're envying has spent hours in the gym. So we have to spend hours in the meditative space.